Hi there, Michael.
Hey, Corey, how are you?
I'm good. Ready to get started on the Corporate Mentoring Toolkit?
Yeah, I think this is a great idea to do a walkthrough of the toolkit and to showcase all of the features.
Awesome. Well, my name is Corey Dodge with the Alberta Mentoring Partnership. I'm the Technical Administrator.
And I'm Michael Jans. I'm the Partnership Engagement Manager.
Awesome.
So, as you would have seen in the last email, we have just unveiled our Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit. Now, this has handy tools for both mentoring organizations and also potential partners on how you can engage in recruiting more volunteers for your mentoring program and better engaging your corporate partners in supporting your program, not just financially, not just in terms of being funders, but also as a source of new volunteers and new mentors. So I think it's important to note that while we talk about businesses or corporations for the sake of this toolkit, really it's about relationships, and the tools and the resources that we have outlined here today could be helpful for recruiting from other levels of government, recruiting mentors from churches, seniors lodges, unions, other stakeholders in your community. Service organizations can be a great source of new mentors and new volunteers. And this toolkit helps make it very easy for you to just plug and play. So as you can see on our page, the Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit, we have two of these handy toolkits. The first is for businesses and the second is for mentoring organizations. So we're going to do a fun little exercise today where Corey has a mentoring organization that we're going to call Corey's Kids. So Corey's Kids, Corey, the leader of Corey's Kids, can download this toolkit for mentoring organizations and begin the reflection on what corporate mentoring could look like for his organization. So this PDF here helps outline all of the reflections and thinking and some of the challenges that you want to pose to yourself before Corey's Kids goes and first approaches a corporate partner. So we have information about reflecting on your own capacity, reflecting on the benefits of mentoring, reflecting on the uniqueness of your program and what you offer, as well as thinking about what you want from a corporate relationship. We aren't here just to do advertising and marketing and to improve their corporate social responsibility. We're here to be truly partners, and that means give and take. So it's worth reflecting on what you want to share and what can be beneficial for your agency. So I encourage you to download this toolkit, take a read through. It's very succinct. It helps outline how you can get started, how you can develop the relationship, how you can implement your program, and of course how you can evaluate the success of your program. So take a look through. There's many positive questions and reflections that you want to think about as well. It has many of these key benefits and key messages that you want to think about how you position mentoring to the corporate partner, because not everybody has the same understanding of mentoring and why it's important. So this is your chance to think about these key messages, think about why it's favorable to your agency to have a partnership, and why it's favorable to the corporate partners or the community partners to partner with you. So on chart 1.4a here, it's a little exercise. We encourage you to think about. Remember at the beginning, we said that corporate mentoring isn't just about businesses. It's not just about large businesses in your community. It's also about thinking about service organizations, about unions, about other groups or partners or entities. So the principles are the same. So maybe thinking about who some of those businesses or partners could be, contacts you may have already, maybe alumni of your program, parents of program partners, other people you met through community agencies or chambers of commerce, and then why they would be a great partner for your agency. And as the recent report from Volunteer Canada demonstrated, there's a significant appetite among small and medium-sized enterprises to be partners as well too. They just need a little more support because they don't necessarily have the same staff support to get this started. And I believe we've done this through both the Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit for them and as well this Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit for your agency. So Corey's Kids can reflect on how they want to build a great corporate relationship, some of the steps that they need to go through following from the first meeting to at the end the evaluation. It's a we walk you through all of those steps. And as you can see, we've provided you some of these templates in this document where all you have to do is copy and paste it into a new email and fill in the blanks. So for example, company ABC, so Michael's Motorcycles in support of Corey's Kids demonstrates your commitment to children and youth in your community. You can fill in the blanks, you can edit it, you can add additional content. It's really plug and play, much like this whole toolkit. We encourage you as well to reflect on some of the key messaging with your corporate partner. As I indicated earlier, there's a significant variance in the familiarity of the corporate community about mentoring, so you can't assume that they just know how important mentoring is and what the commitment would be for their staff and the qualifications that we need their staff members to have. So really just going through and thinking about this and making your pitch as simple as possible. We assist you in that in these presentations for businesses. So we have these customized PowerPoints that you can adapt, that you can fill in the blanks about the details of your own organization. We can talk about the need, you can talk about the benefits, and this is very handy. And of course, any document needs an evaluative component. So we help you with the evaluation on your own end about reflecting on the challenges and benefits of the partnership. And then as well, we help you on the evaluation from the corporate side. Did they get what they were looking for? How did the employees feel about it? Were we responsive to their concerns? So we believe this is a huge opportunity that is right in front of you in your community, and we encourage you not to think about external partners just as fundraising opportunities, but to think of them as friend-raising opportunities as well. And who knows, maybe some of the businesses in your Chamber of Commerce could be one of your new greatest sources of new mentors.
Right. All right. Thank you, Michael. We've just went through the mentoring program toolkit for organizations, and like Michael said, he scrolled down, clicked I'm an organization, and I downloaded this toolkit. Likewise, there's one for businesses, but we have it all housed on the albertamentors.ca website. So if you went directly to albertamentors.ca/corporate-mentoring, you would have all of the tools, all of the toolkits, all housed on the one page. So here we have the two toolkits. So I can click to download if I was a business, the business one. If I was an organization, the organization one. Likewise, if we go down, we have some of the tools that and templates that we have for you to fill out, such as this presentation to become a mentor. And it kind of goes through, you can insert your company and organization logo and just load it straight from the website here. So you can see your role as a mentor, what it means to be a mentor, and how this partnership can be beneficial for the both of you.
So Corey, you just have to click that orange button right there and it downloads the presentation?
That's right, Michael. So if I just click this, it would download it as a PowerPoint presentation, ready to go, ready to fill out. And if we scroll down here, we have all of these poster templates made out as Word documents. So they're as easy as click, open up in Word, and fill in your company or organization information. And you plug in your logos and contact information, and they're ready to go.
So it's as easy as downloading the Word doc, going into the Insert menu, inserting an image, inserting your logo, and then hitting print at your home printer.
That's right. It's as easy as that.
So you don't need to download Adobe or have graphic design skills. These documents are plug and play?
Plug and play. No special software except for Word. So there's a whole bunch to match your taste. There's this child in blowing the snow, or this funny guy with a tie on his head. Whichever most suits your taste, you can go with that.
You can download all 7 and edit them.
You could, yeah. And there's 2 for each, so there is a contact poster and more of an informational poster, depending on your needs.
And later on in this presentation, we're going to do a template where Corey's Kids approaches Michael's Motorcycles, and we're going to demonstrate what we're telling you about now. But for now, take a look at all of these elements. I also see we have some other promotional materials.
We do. So we have a few here. There's the brochure, your Mentoring 101, a quick introduction to mentoring and what mentoring is, and a brochure that you can print off and hand out or share the information. There's the top 10 reasons not to mentor, more of a reasons to mentor, but a funny play on that, which is also an informational brochure that you can print off and hand out.
I hate that poster because every time I read it, it dispels every one of the excuses that I use not to become a mentor or not to do it. So I'm convinced I have to go and become a mentor. Well done, Corey. Well done.
And now finally, we have the brochure. This is one of the tools that we have in the corporate mentoring toolkit. For businesses, there's the mentoring program champion position description, and it's a template that you fill out with a champion from your organization.
So we'll be walking you through that later on in the presentation. So maybe at this time, let's jump over to the business side of the toolkit, and let's show. So Corey's kids has downloaded the toolkit. They filled out the forms. They've done the reflections. They have identified that they want to approach a medium-sized business called Michael's Motorcycles to become a partner. So, as we showed you earlier in the Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit for mentoring organizations, we have this handy process diagram to outline the general steps and resources to develop a mentoring program. So as we said in our hypothetical example, Corey's Kids, a local mentoring agency, wants to connect with Michael's Motorcycles, a mid-sized business, to recruit them as a corporate mentoring partner. So the first thing we'll do is we'll use that email template, and we'll send an invitation to Michael's Motorcycles to ask them to consider hosting a meeting. Then next, when we secure the meeting, we're going to get together and reflect. Corey's Kids will reflect on the key messages that are outlined in this toolkit, and as well, they're going to use the customized presentation that we have downloadable as well too. And I'll just show you where that is on the file here, the Become a Mentor presentation. And finally, they're going to present Michael's Motorcycles with the toolkit for businesses. So here you go. We have the toolkit for businesses. So if we open this document, which we've downloaded here, they're all PDFs. They're all very accessible. So here is the Corporate Mentoring Program Toolkit for Businesses. So we recommend that you email this document to your partner in advance of the meeting so they can reflect on it and think about it. Also, because I think it looks super snazzy and professional, and we got to thank the folks at Alberta's Promise for helping us with design and creation of this toolkit. So here we are, the table of contents. It really walks through, like the other toolkit, a step-by-step process for how any organization, a service organization, a union, government, small, medium, or large-sized business could see themselves as mentoring partners with your agency. So we walk through in the toolkit, we talk about how to make the case for employee mentoring. So how Michael's Motorcycles themselves makes the case to their employees about why they should become mentors. How to identify program champions. Is there a department head or a shop leader in Michael's Motorcycles who would be willing to be a program champion? And then finally, how to recruit employee mentors. So you want the staff to become mentors. What are some of the key messages, and what are some of the prompts that you need to provide them to think about getting involved? And then finally, how to evaluate your program. It's important not just for the agencies to feel satisfied with the partnership, but we want the corporations as well too, because we know that if you do a good job of friend-raising, then there's opportunities for fundraising and program development in future. There's opportunities to grow to other businesses and other partners. So it's really important that you don't skip the evaluation piece, and that you think about how you can learn and move ahead. So in step one, we talk about making the case for employee mentoring. We walk through the basics. What is mentorship? Why it's important? Why it's good for the business? Why it's good for the employees? Reflecting on whether or not it's a good fit for your business. Thinking about what your corporate goals are. What a corporate mentoring program could look like. What sort of the commitments that you're looking at and when, and reflecting on some of those prompts and questions. So we then look at the conditions that you need to be successful, and how to consider launching your corporate mentoring program. In step two, we identify program champions. We talk about, again, someone who's in the organization who can be the lead on this initiative to help liaise with the local mentoring organization and make sure that the program functions well. And it's really an exciting position and a very high impact position. So you can think about who you would recruit as a corporate champion. And we even provide for Michael's Motorcycles a template email for them to send to their staff and to host an information session to help recruit the corporate champion. So we know from research that it's essential that you do have a strong corporate champion, because they are the one who can help carry this program forward within the organization, who can be responsible for recruiting and promoting and really helping out. And we make it we make the commitment as minimal as possible, so that it's as easy as possible for the corporate champion to get this program rolling. So we've got some information here. Again, this is a customizable document that you can download. We referenced it earlier in the presentation. It's on the Alberta Mentors page, brochure, mentoring program champion, program description. You download the brochure, you plug and play, you put in the Michael's Motorcycles logo, the Michael's Motorcycle logo here, the Corey's Kids logo here, and then you get going. And then finally, step 3, the recruitment. We've got some information and a template here on how you can recruit employee volunteers. We've got some documents here on the page that will help make the case on why employees should be mentors, and that you can download and print right in your office. Again, all of this we've made as easy as possible to plug and play. We've even given you a sense of a timeline. We know that these things don't happen overnight, and we've helped walk you through what the process could look like. So we've given you key messages here to talk about how you can recruit, the benefits of mentoring, why it's good not just for the mentees but also for the mentors. As we showed you on the page, there's these customized downloadable Word posters that you can copy and share that we're eager to share with you. And as we develop further resources in this area, we will be sharing them here on albertamentors.ca, so make sure to check back to that site on a regular occurrence. We also have information templates, so here you go for an information announcement. We've got information again that you just plug and play your own details, frequently asked questions, different opportunities to get involved. As indicated, we have this presentation that you can can be edited by the mentoring agency and by the company to help outline what the expectations are and how to roll out the program. We have these brochures. There's more templates, and there's also an evaluation section. So at the end, you can think about how the program has gone and what you need to do, and how Corey's Kids and Michael's Motorcycles can make sure that they both feel very positive about the partnership, and that they can go forth and replicate it in many areas and continue the partnership for a long time. So next, we're just going to show you how easy it is to plug and play with the posters and the resources. So one of the reasons why I think this corporate mentoring toolkit is so useful is that it's not only very thoughtful in its content, but it's also very usable. It's very plug and play. So as we indicated in the mentoring organization document, you can go and you can copy out some of the templates. So here's an example. We took the email, we just copy and pasted the text, and then we filled in the blank. So Michael's Motorcycles in support of Corey's Kids demonstrates your community's commitment to children and youth of in our community. So we walk through, you have the elements here. It's very handy. You can set up the details, you can plug in the date, you can attach the logos, and then be good to go. But this also is handy in terms of the presentation. So Corey, do you want to walk us through how you can edit and use the PowerPoints?
Sure. So it's as easy as click and download. So there's a quick preview, and then we click the orange button to download. And it's as easy as opening it up in PowerPoint. And here we go. And then plugging in your logo. So for example, we have just a quick example logo for Michael's Motorcycles. We just drag and drop it from our desktop or wherever you may keep your logo, and then kind of get rid of the text. And there we go. There's Michael's Motorcycles. And here's Corey's Kids coming up. And there's Corey's Kids, a group of diverse, engaged children. Ready to...
A reflection of modern Alberta. There we go.
There we go.
And typically, if you're meeting your corporate partner for the first time, you can download their logo off one of their websites or one of their pages. You can do a quick Google search, and it's usually very easy to copy their logo. And it's as you can see, it's easy to plug and play. And now your PowerPoint is ready to go. You just need to fill out a few details later on in the document, including the role of your organization and what you do to support mentoring. So at this time, you can talk about the commitment of Michael's Motorcycles and the mission and vision of Corey's Kids. So let's take a look at some of the promotional posters. These are also really creative. I don't know about you, but I've been on many different marketing campaigns where you're having to deal with InDesign files or very fancy high-end graphics. And thanks to the folks at Alberta's Promise, they've helped us amend these documents to be as easy as possible to adapt and fill in the blanks. So as you can see, Corey's doing this as we're talking, and he's plugging in the files here. Michael's Motorcycles, Corey's Kids. So as you can see, you can do this very quickly and easily in Microsoft Word. You can adjust it, and then you just need to fill in the contact name positions for your company, and then you can hit print. So it's very easy to adapt, and it's very easy to customize. Now, Corey, is there anything else you'd like to show the audience in the toolkit?
So this is just one example of the posters. There are many other examples that you can go through, so choose whichever one that you like the best, or whether it's the color or the imagery, and go from there.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you some of the success stories that have happened in the Alberta mentoring community. We're going to be hosting a webinar with some of our partners soon, and that's going to be an opportunity where we will showcase for you how you can actually make this real. So we'll have some examples of good corporate partnerships. We'll be hearing from the corporate partners themselves as well as the mentoring agencies, and this video will be posted on the Corporate Mentoring Toolkit page. So once we have recorded it, it'll be available online and you can watch it on our YouTube channel. We encourage you to subscribe to our Alberta Mentoring Partnership podcast. It's an excellent opportunity to get more information as well. And as we create more of these tools, we will be sharing them with you. So if you have any other questions, please send us an email at mentor.support@albertamentors.ca. Thank you very much.